Again, welcome back to the next segment. And remember, we're talking about leadership. And while I was introducing it, I did mention about the leadership qualities of Solomon, wisdom. You need wisdom to lead people. Then, of course, I mentioned briefly Joshua. You know how Joshua did what he did. Joshua was a protege to Moses. While Moses was leading, he was very close to him, learning the skills. And when God took Moses, Joshua was there. God just said to him, don't be afraid. I'm going to be there with you. Just as I was with Moses, I'm going to be there with you. And then, of course, we saw the military exploits of Joshua. There is no place where management and leadership is developed more than in the military, even in present-day military. Because there's a hierarchy, there's leadership, everything is well-defined. I have a man of God who God has brought up. I can see a very humble man. He's not talking much, that I know. But God has put him in a leadership position in the church. And there's this conference, I make bold to show it, the Global Leadership Summit, Willow, am I saying it right?
Willow Creek.
Yeah, Willow Creek Global Leadership Summit. And I'm glad to have you, Pastor Dennis Dunn.
Thank you.
I am so glad you are here.
Thank you, Pastor CC.
When I know that you are coming, I was enthused because I know that you are going to give a lot out into this program today. Let me just ask you to introduce yourself to the people.
I'm Pastor Dennis Dunn of Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church, and I've been pastor there for the last 20 years. And we do the Global Leadership Summit, and it has been a fantastic opportunity for us to train leaders. We believe that everyone is a leader.
Yes, of course.
Because you're leading someone. Mm-hmm. And it's just been a blessing over the last 9 years to have the Global Leadership Summit to be a satellite host that we can share it in our community of Albuquerque.
Wow. Wow. Let me ask you, why do you do this conference? Actually, what motivated you to think of training up leaders?
Well, not only do I see everyone as a leader, mm-hmm. but I think it's important to pour into people. You used Moses as an example this morning and Joshua as an example. Moses poured into Joshua.
Yes.
And Joshua poured into Israel.
That's right.
And I think that one of our responsibilities, and when I looked at Jesus and his 12 disciples, he poured into those men.
Wow.
And I think that we're
for
called
3.5 years.
Yes, I think we're called to pour into others, to raise others up, who not only can carry on the work after we're gone, but to raise others up to build a stronger force for the kingdom of God. Mm-hmm. Because we're talking about the kingdom of God and spreading the good news of the gospel that Jesus saves.
Yes, I remember I think it's in the book of Timothy, when Timothy Paul charged his son Timothy.
Yes.
I said, this thing I'm telling you, commit it to faithful men.
Yes.
Who will then carry it on. And that is precisely what you're doing. There's no doubt that we need leadership in the church today. For how long has this been on, and who are the target audience?
The Leadership Conference, mm-hmm. they've done it for the last 20 years, actually, at Willow Creek. And we've been a satellite host for the last 9 years.
Okay.
We target not only church leaders, but community business leaders. Because the format is such, Pastor CC, mm-hmm. that anyone in any segment of the community can come to this conference and learn. And not only do we challenge and charge leaders to come, but those who don't even look at themselves as leaders.
Who don't know that.
To come and glean from expert leaders who can pour into them. We've had people like Colin Powell to come in to share his leadership abilities. We've had the CEO of General Electric to come and share his leadership. Former President Jimmy Carter, who has come, and Condoleezza Rice, the former head of state, that has shared her leadership skills with others and how we can use those skills to become better.
Do you have it only in Albuquerque, or do you move it around other states?
Well,
other cities?
we're a site. The summit has over 200 sites across America. And in our region here, we're the only site right now in Albuquerque, but there's another site in El Paso.
Okay.
There's one in Ruidoso, New Mexico, so that people that live in those communities can go to those particular sites and be part of the conference.
At a time, the same time, I want to understand.
At the same time. So at Willow Creek, it's live audience, that's satellite to satellite conferences.
I got you.
Yeah. So we're a whole site.
Okay. Don't go away, because we have a lot to discuss on this. There's a lot we're going to ask Pastor Dunn. Yeah, don't go away.